Alright, so here's my student ID. So we'll be talking about violent media and aggressive behavior. So basically what this is when kids, they watch videos online, YouTube videos, TV shows, or even play video games that are bad, they tend to replicate the same thing they do in the game, or cursing or fighting, especially fighting games, because then they act all violent and aggressive. So I found an article online demonstrating basically what the kids do. And so basically in this research article, researchers showed preschoolers a video of an adult beating a doll, and the kids watched the whole video, and then after that the teachers put them in a playroom with the exact same dolls, like rag dolls, and they started beating it with the hammers. They gave them all the tools that they were there, beating with the hammers, and it was just violent and aggressive. Basically just proving that whatever the kids see in a video, they're gonna act on it. So now what I think on that is, kids these days, sometimes they gotta be, they're gonna do bad things. But I think as a kid, you shouldn't be playing violent games, or what else I have, TV shows, watching bloody movies, cursing movies, especially, all these movies that they have The Walking Dead. The kids, my little brother, for example, he watches The Walking Dead, and he's 14, and so after that he bought a sword, and now he thinks he's killing like zombies and stuff, like just swinging a sword, which is kind of like not violent, but like say aggressive, because he gets really close and will start swinging a sword. So basically, so after all this, they started saying how when kids see aggressive behavior, they act like it, and it changes their behavior aggressively. So another thing is, when guns are involved in the videos or a movie or TV show or games, they suggest that the effect can become problematic when they see this, because kids, they'll try to get a gun, they'll try to use knives or something, and this is mainly in like kids under 15, 16, which is kind of getting ridiculous, because we have a lot of crime happening even in kids. So what my opinion on that would be, basically, just as a kid, as a parent, you shouldn't let your kids watch certain movies. You shouldn't let them play certain games, go out, hang out with certain people, because some people give bad energy and bad vibes off, and that can cause your son or any kid to be aggressive and do bad things. So now it also says, so basically violent meat, like whatever they see online, they're gonna do it, repeat it in an aggressive behavior. So I think the only way to stop that is like I said, it's up to the parents, and it's the kid's decision. He's gonna grow older and eventually start doing what he wants to do. But in my opinion, a kid cannot watch these certain things, because it's just gonna lead to problems or even crimes. So I think I honestly think that if a kid watches all this, plays, a perfect example would be when a kid plays GTA, Grand Theft Auto, and you see him. The Grand Theft Auto was like for basically the killing game, robbing cars, sexual contact in there. And when kids see that, they tend to repeat what they do. And then it's just like my little brother, for a perfect example. He does the same thing in GTA. When he plays GTA, he starts cursing, especially when someone kills him. He'll drop the F-bomb, and that's causing kids to, just be not a kid, trying to act like they're older. And it's becoming a big problem in the United States. So basically, what else we have? This has been going on since the 1970s, and I don't think they're gonna be able to fix this, or not fix it, but stop this. The only, like I said, it's a parent's choice. They choose how to raise their kids. The government can't tell them how they want to raise their kids, because it's their kids, But GTA, that's just like a bunch of kids play that game now, and I see it all over Snapchat. And it's just kids cursing, beating, and then the thing is, okay, so after they play the game, they'll come up and they'll just start hitting on you. It's just like, come on, bro. And if they start doing that in school, that becomes violent. They can get in trouble, even if the kid thinks that he's not, doing something wrong. But all right, here we go. In a class, so say someone starts bullying them. It even goes on with bullying too. When someone gets bullied, they could use that aggressive behavior on the other kid, and that can cause problems, get suspended, even kicked out of school, because a lot of schools now, they don't tolerate fighting. They expel you, and then where are you going to go after that? So, and then we have all different theories, a bunch of theories that prove this. A bunch of research online that I found, just proving that if you show a kid a video, any video, they replicate the same the same act or a similar act of a violent actness. So like I said in that video, it was a research article that I found. It was pretty interesting because they literally did exactly the same thing. But not with the same weapons because they didn't have the same things, but like they were beating it, trying to rip the head off, all because of a video they saw. And then researchers suggest that the effects can become problematic when they see a gun or a knife. So like I said, in GTA, they have guns in there. When kids see that, that's what kids buy, airsoft guns and stuff. Like for another example would be my little brother. He'll shoot the gun at me, but imagine like if he got his hands on a real gun, he would think that's a joke. So I think that they need to stop this. They need to encourage the parents to raise their kids better, and the only way they're gonna do that is if they stop making all these bloody games, or they don't let anybody buy it unless their parents say it's okay. But even if the parents say okay, the kids are still gonna be violent, which is kind of ridiculous. But well, hopefully this stops because it's gonna be crazy, man.